Hello, lovely ladies and gents. Thank you for joining me today. I have a huge, epic garage sale haul full of vintage and soon to be vintage styled treasures. Honestly, this was huge, such a huge haul. So if you like thrifting, refashioning, vintage style, then this is the video for you and this is our haul. If this is your first time here, thank you. And my name is Evelyn Wood and I'm a vintage style dressmaker and sewing teacher, and I do a lot of thrifting and I love to show you what I get because you always love to see it even more than I like to show you, I think. So this was my latest haul. I went to a garage sale. It was from an op shop. That's what we call it here in Australia, or a thrift store. And they had sort of a yard sale. They were obviously clearing out all of their old stock. There was just piles and piles of clothing all stacked up everywhere, just the way I like it. I love to like rummage through. As soon as I get there, I'm just like rummaging through, pulling out all the good stuff, digging, like literally digging for treasure is one of my favorite things to do. Just love it. So I found such good things, and there's so much here. I'm going to try and be really quick and show you quickly to kind of get through and make sure this video isn't, 100 years long. I'm going to start with some patterns and some dressmaking books, then move on to clothing and go through them that sort of way. So let's get started. First up, I found beautiful little scarf ring. I actually got this on a garage sale on the way to the big garage sale. Yeah. So beautiful, nice little black one. Love it. Be perfect to put scarves through, and when it gets cold enough for scarves. Another cute little beret. This one's a really nice deep black. You know I love these. And I actually need a sort of a plain black one like this. This is great. And that's all the accessories. Let's have a look at sewing books. I got quite a few. So again, these were at the garage sale before on the way to the big garage sale. So I got all of these books and patterns for $5. So that was so cheap. She was half price on the way there. So I have a Vogue sewing. I have pattern making for fashion designers. I just love collecting these. I love seeing the style in which they illustrate things and how they teach like pattern drafting and all of that. It gives me better knowledge for when I'm teaching my students. So pattern alteration, and then turns out these two are the same on figure analysis. So that was a bit, oops. Looks like I'll probably have a giveaway. I'm going to add this to the other book that I'm still waiting to do a giveaway with at some point when I figure out how to do giveaways. So some nice books to add to my collection, and of course, I wouldn't be complete without some patterns. I'm not going to go all through these, but there's some from the 60s, and there's some bias cuts, funky little men's one, some more 60s, really interesting dart lines on these ones. Anyway, you get the drift. So a bunch of these, love to have in my collection. Okay, let's move along to the clothing. So I'm going to start with a few of the boring things, and then we'll move on to the shiny sparkly things. Now, these were all fill a bag for $3. Yes, so a whole bag, $3, and I came home with, let's just say, several bags. So I just, one men's shirt here. Thought this will refashion really nicely into a lovely ladies shirt. It's cotton. I love the little sort of red and white checks. Beautiful. Another men's shirt for refashioning is this yellow and blue striped. This is a Ralph Lauren, so it's a really nice quality cotton. It's a twill, so it's really quite thick. Love the color. This will be, I'm thinking a 1930s style for those colors in particular. Just a plain little white ladies blouse. Again, lovely cotton. Another lovely linen ladies blouse. This one's beautiful. It's got a little detailing around the collar and some more pin tucks down the back. Really nice. These types of shirts, kind of what I'll refashion the others into something similar. Just great to wear with sort of like the 70s wool skirts, style it up with great right accessories, easy vintage look. Okay, so here is some of the really good stuff. Okay, I came across this gorgeous little like really light sort of oriental jacket. All of this is embroidery on here. It is beautiful. So it just sits hip level. This is that real sort of 20s, 30s vibe that I'm going with. The little frog closures, gorgeous. I cannot wait to start wearing this one. Pretty much probably as is. I won't do anything to this one. Maybe take out these darts that are in the back, but I'll see how it actually fits in with my clothing. I think the same person must have donated both of these, because here is a similar style. This red and white, again, embroidered. This is all embroidered on cotton. This is actually nice cotton, so it's going to be really nice and light, perfect for my weather. Again, finishes at that nice, this is a little bit longer, that nice hip level, little slits, perfect, right? The only thing I don't like is, see how down the end here, they've obviously used the end of the fabric for the sleeves, because see how at the, like this collar edge, the red embroidery goes all the way through to the end, but on here it's like it's got a white stripe around it. And see, I think I don't really like, so I might work on maybe making something there. And it does have one stain right here. Now it's obviously somebody's put something sticky on this, and it's all yellow in like a sticker or sticky tape or something like that. So I don't actually know that that's going to come out, but worst case is I will cover that with a brooch or a little red flower or something like that. It's just in the right spot. I think I'll be able to kind of get away with it and cover it up. So excited about these two. Perfect for my climate, nice little light jackets. I cannot believe that this is sitting here in the fill a bag for $3, though this pretty much filled the entire bag. Look at this dressing gown. It's like full length and it's fully lined in silk, all silk. It is perfect condition. You can see the cuffs have got the sort of embroidery on them. Doesn't really match my scarf, right? Isn't it gorgeous? Gorgeous, look at this. Ah, so just above my ankles, I just love it. I don't know whether I'll actually wear it as sort of a light coat, open. I might shorten it to sort of the 3/4 length for that, or just leave it as is as a dressing gown. The only thing is it is a little bit masculine. The shoulders are sort of quite wide. Maybe fix it, maybe just leave it. It is so beautiful. I don't know how old it is, it's hard to tell. It is sort of from Shanghai, China. I don't know the age of those labels. Could be completely modern, maybe it's vintage. But it has, the shoulder pads are kind of like the old style that get kind of mottled up over age. It feels the same as those, so you never know. Either way, it's beautiful and I love it so much. And I cannot believe that they had this there for this price. Okay, there was this one box in particular. When I started pulling things out, I was just going silly because I found a couple of these. These are, look at this. So, an embroidered, oh look at this skirt, look at this, all the way, embroidered all the way. Now this is one of those Indian style garments. I'm not sure of their correct name, but and you know it's got the, usually has the sort of harem pants kind of matching to go with it, and usually a sari as well. So I have been looking at this type of thing for refashioning for quite a long while. They're usually really nicely embroidered and have look quite beautiful, and they come with saris, and I've always wanted to refashion one into something, but the problem is usually the ones that I find here in thrift stores are horrible polyester, like the most horrible polyester you could even imagine. So to find these ones, these are all silk and cotton, so I am so excited. So I'm not quite sure yet, but I mean, look at this, and it comes with the idea, like it comes with this sari. It's like asking you to refashion it. It's like, I'm a pretty dress that can be refashioned already, and look, here's some extra matching fabric for you, just so that you can, you know, it's really easy for you. I love it. that's basically what I see when I see this. So this one here, I'm not sure, maybe a dress, maybe I might even just use the skirt on this one because it's quite so, like there's a lot of skirt here, but that is so good. This one here, same thing again. This one is silk and this is all embroidered, a little shorter sleeve. This one is definitely a more slim line look. I actually think that this, well, look at this again. It's just like, just to make your life easy, here is a whole matching embroidered beautiful sari that you can use as extra fabric to refashion this and actually make it fit. I might actually make this one into like an open coat. So open down the front somehow, maybe add some side panels to make it a bit more swishy, something like that. Not quite sure, but something along those lines I'm thinking. All right, now don't laugh at me. Hot pink and the silver beading. It is fully long. You can see it's got another border down the bottom, but look at this embroidery. Look at this beadwork. It is actually surprisingly non-gaudy looking at all. It's done really nicely. Again, it's literally fill a bag for $3, so I wasn't going to pass this one up. I don't know whether I will try and cut off this trim and actually just use it as a separate sort of piece, or use it as the dress kind of as is and change it. Again, it has the sari with it, so there's a lot of extra fabric to play with. So there's a lot of possibilities for this one in like a, you know, hot pink beaded evening wear type thing. Yeah, so maybe like a 20s-ish kind of with all the beading maybe. Anyway, there's definitely in those three there's some huge refashions ahead of me there, but I'm really quite excited to do those ones. Okay, so this is maybe just a sari, or maybe it's just this, I think it's just a scarf, but I really quite liked it. I think I like the color, maybe just as a scarf. And then I actually don't know how this got in the bag. I think it's there by accident. It obviously is this sort of the matching sari to one of those outfits, but it's just as it is. So it's just net. It's got these little diamantes that are glued on not really nicely. So yeah, that one didn't actually mean to come home with me, but now I'll have to find a use for it. Okay, next up, a couple of plainer things. I have this one here, plain black, quite long. All I got this one for is the fabric. So sometimes when you find sales like this, it's actually cheaper and more environmentally friendly. To actually get things like this, it is literally just a wad of fabric. So often I need it for refashioning, little bits of black in particular, chiffon. This is a really nice one. It's really soft. It's beautiful. So that one's just for fabric. And so is this one here. This is a light cotton voile. Again, it's just, you know, it's supposed to be a dress, but to me it just looks like a piece of fabric. So I'm going to use those and put those in my little pile for scraps, black things when I need them. And one little top, I don't know how well you'll see the black. It is just a little black crepe, scoop neckline, pin tucks down the front, just really simple. I thought that would be really nice to wear a belt over the top. Yeah, just a simple little item there. And I did find some actual fabric. It is a sort of a georgette. I'm not sure what it's made of. It could be silk, might be rayon, not entirely sure. It's a bit damaged. There's a few holes in certain areas. We'll need definitely some TLC, but there's a huge amount there. It's really nice in the hand. It's obviously quite old. But I'll see if I can wash it up, how it washes with the stains, and I'll see how that one goes. And then we have this. Oh, yeah. Nope. This. This one. Okay. All right. I know what you're thinking. Well, yeah, I'm never going to wear this as is. Of course not. I got this one just for the fabric pretty much as well. Usually it's kind of hard to find a gold lace that is really beautiful and it's not real, again, like gaudy gold. It looks really vintage, antique looking lace. You know, it could be used as a little trim to go across the top of it, an underdress for a 20s style within the, you know, the V sort of outer dress on top, or who knows, there are so many possibilities. So And look how well made these are. These all came from the same place. They're just beautiful. Look at the inside of this as well. That's how you know when things are really good quality and they're made really well. They're the ones that you want to get. Right. I hope that this was not too long and you really enjoyed seeing what I've got here. So there are some quite unusual items for me here that will definitely not be going into my wardrobe straight away. They definitely need some refashioning, and I have a lot of work ahead of me here. So you will see those refashions in the future. They're going to be quite fun, so there'll definitely be ones that I'll film here for YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to make sure you get notified of those in the future and you won't miss them. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and like it. I hope it's given you a bit of an insight into the kinds of things that I look for, and imagine when you're pulling things out, like for example, things can look like trash sometimes, but you need to look at it separately. You know, looking at things with fresh and different eyes. Now, I have a huge amount of laundry to do, of course, now, so I better get to that. Make sure you leave me a comment below to tell me which one of these ones is your favorite and which one you're most excited to see refashioned. Let me know in the comments below. Now, that is it for me for my haul. Thank you so very much for watching, and until next time.